Okay, Tuesday the 7th, we have our cardio hit Tabata. So this is where you're going to choose your normal or advanced timer from your timers page, which is on the end of your workout sheets, which is attached to your email. So we have mountain climbers, Russian twists, thrusters, light in parentheses, and high knees. So mountain climbers, run, or you can tap, or you can do it off of a height. Russian twists, feet off the ground, small weight in your hand. You can do it with no weight in your hand. You can do feet on the ground, weight, or your easiest option would be feet on the ground, no weight. Thrusters light, so that just means use light weight. And high knees. And if you can't, just drive up your knees as high as you can. Okay, so mountain climbers. As you notice, there's a lot of these all have multiple variations for your fitness level and your strength. So mountain climbers. Initially, it is done in a high plank position, which looks like this. And you would run your knees in. So run, 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 run. I'm trying to make sure I'm not super piked. A lot of people pike their butt up really high because they're trying to make room for their knees to fit under their body, but you don't need to do that. So be as straight as you can. And when I do it, I'm almost sliding my feet across the ground because I'm trying to stay low, okay? If you can't run, you're gonna just step and tap, step and tap, step and tap, step and tap. If that is too difficult, or the regular style is too difficult, but if you step and tap, it's almost like too easy, you can, or you're not like exerting yourself a lot, you can do it off of a height. So you would come here and then you can still run. So this might actually be a better option because you would get more cardio out of it, even though it's technically easier because the higher you are off the ground, the less weight you have on yourself. But when we do our hit Tabatas, we're not necessarily looking for strength. We're looking for the cardio aspects, so the heart rate. So again, if you find that just stepping and tapping in high plank is not, making you use your breath, then come up to a chair and run here. Then your easiest option would be off of a chair and just kneeing up to your chest, okay? Then we have Russian twists. So your normal Russian twist is you're gonna be balancing on like your tailbone and your butt, okay? So it's gonna look like this. Your feet are off the ground. Keep your back as straight as you can. You're gonna hold, I never hold like a heavy weight when I do these, you can, but I always hold like this is an 8-pound, that's fine. I usually never do more than 10 pounds because I just don't feel like I need to, but if you wanna go heavy on it, you can. So you would lift your legs up, you have the weight, and you're gonna twist your whole body. So your shoulders and your head and your torso goes to that side, go over, twist to the other side. Twist, 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 twist. So when I'm saying look with your shoulder, your head, you want to make sure that your torso is actually twisting and that you're not keeping your torso straight and just twisting your hands, because that's not going to get those side abs if you're only moving your arms. You have to move your entire torso. So the best way to make sure that you're doing that is to twist your shoulders and turn your head where you're going, okay? So the next step down would be no weight, feet off the ground. And I just usually tap with my hands. Twist, 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 okay. Then you could drop down to weight, but keeping your heels on the ground. So instead of up like this, you're gonna bounce with your heels on the ground, but you still got your weight, twist, 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 twist. Easiest would be heels on the ground, no weight, twist, twist, twist. And if you find that this hurts your lower back, which it could, because if you have a tight lower back or a weak lower back, it's always tricky when you're trying to balance your body like in a V shape. So you could always just pick like a different, like a weighted crunch or something instead of the Russian twist. Thrusters light. So unfortunately I printed only the 2 weeks I'm gonna film. So I don't remember if we went over thrusters in week 1, but I don't think we did. So what your thruster is it's really a very tiring full body move. So because we're doing it in our timer and we want to be quick, we're going to use really light weight. So if I could do, you know, thrusters with 20 pounds, say, when I do this, I'm going to use like 10 pounds, okay? So you want it to be light because you want to go fast. So you bring it up to like your front squat rack position, which means the weights are like this on your shoulders. And you're going to do exactly that, a front racked squat. But when you get to the top, you're going to shoulder press. So you squat, press, squat, press, squat, press, squat, press. You don't have to go that fast. You could go squat, press, squat, press, squat, press. But either way, like I said, you want it to be light because you want to be able to do a lot of them. So if you were doing this with a heavy weight, you'd probably get burnt out. So a little bit more on the form. With your front rack squat, you want to make sure that just because you have the weight in front of you that you're not coming down like this. You still want your back to be straight. And then you press. And when you press, your arms should be near your ears. You shouldn't be arched back like this or have them in front. It should be nice and even right by your ears, okay? So that's another one that's fairly easy. And if you need to sit, you can still do this one. You could do it with tap and go too. You could go tap, press, or you could fully sit, stand and press. Full sit, stand and press, okay? And lastly, we have high knees. So high knees is running in place, but driving your knees up to your chest as high as you can. So basically, you're running, but you're gonna tilt back a little bit, and you're going to try to raise your knees really high. So normal running is here. High knees running, you want to bring your knees up as high as you can. So when you do that, like I said, you're going to kind of tilt back, you're going to push your hips forward, and you're going to drive your knees as high as you can, pump your arms really hard, and just think about running. You're going to be up on your toes, and you're going to be driving your knees into your chest, okay? So that is very tiring as well. I actually hate high knees. So if you cannot run and jump like that, not that you're jumping, but if that's too much on your knees or ankles, and or you are doing it that way and you get tired, what you're gonna do is you're just going to drive. So you're gonna stand. You don't have to move your arms the way that I am. I just find it helps me crunch. But you're gonna drive those knees up to your chest, and notice that I'm going fast even though I'm not running. So I can still be out of breath if I do this fast enough, okay? So that's the point of these Tabata timers, is you're doing things that help you raise your heart rate, make it hard to breathe, get you out of breath. That's kind of what you're aiming for when you do these HIIT Tabatas. So if you find that you're doing it and like you're not having trouble breathing at all, then you want to either up what you're doing or you know you need to go faster. And that's all for Tuesday the 7th.